Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the city of Men-nefer, which I just learned is actually the modern city of Memphis, which is kind of cool. Let's see. The beginning of this city was less than optimal, to be honest. And it's really this right here. The problem started when I drew this out and drew the road all the way down to here. And then decided to go this way because of the fertile soil up here. And I didn't get rid of this. And I'm not entirely sure why. Watching the recording back, like, I should have just gotten rid of it, or not even drawn it out that far. It was just a mistake. And then I just kept building onto that mistake. In particular with this, to start with. And then it has just kind of spiraled out of control. Such that this is a problem. This is all just a problem. However, I think we might just about be able to fix it. It's not going to be particularly easy, and I don't know that we're going to have the money for it. Certainly not immediately. Maybe eventually we'll be able to make this work, but my idea, at least the general gist of the idea of how to fix this, is this right here. Oh dear, that's not good. Hold it. We're going to block off access to 2 of these directions. I'm not sure exactly which 2 we're going to block off. And I'm not sure which we're going to do first. But but you see, the basic premise behind all of this is the most efficient way to make everything run and make sure that the houses get access to all of the people they need is to build in basically one long uninterrupted line. You know, it could be a straight line, it could be all sorts of funky shapes. The only thing that matters is that there is a dead end on one end and road, and a dead end on the other, and there are no accessible intersections. So that when a wanderer, or whatever they're called, walker, wanderer, patroller, these people, when they... Yes, indeed. When they come out of their building, they have 2 different directions they can go. They go one of those directions, they reach a dead end, they go the other direction. And that's the best way to make all of this function. Each time you add an additional turn that they can make, because I'm fairly sure it's just plain old random, they decide randomly which way to go, and that throws the whole thing off. So every additional intersection, every additional other direction that they can go, further complicates the whole darn thing. So my idea to fix all of this is to isolate one of these directions to be the direction that will service these houses, And then the other two we will sort of build out from a new housing section. Not nearly as big as this, because we're already, like, yeah, and the money situation will leave room for more housing, but we're not actually going to build it anytime soon. But that's the general gist of how I think we need what we're gonna need to do in order to fix this. Part of that is actually gonna be this here granary, because this right here is a problem, because we cannot put a roadblock there. If we put a roadblock there, people can't go through here, go back and forth, and these buildings need access to firemen and, you know, workers and architects and so on. So I think this isn't going to happen soon. Obviously, this is full right now, and I think we can just barely afford another granary. So we're not going to do this anytime soon, but something that we're going to need to do to fix this is we're going to need to push this back, push the road back, and have a space here where the road is able to be blockaded like this. Which will mean that basically, because we need to have roads into the farming zone, we need to have these, but also because we want these people to not go into the farming area, we need to have roadblocks, and this one in particular is just not working. This one too will probably, actually, all of these probably going to need to do something about, because housing, and then I think to start off with, this one here is going to be the easiest one to cordon off. We should be able to do this relatively soon, because we've got the main infrastructure stuff over here that is needed. So I think what we need to do, that's irritating. And there's no one. This is a problem. We need to get infrastructure over to here. I think what we need to do is actually basically cut out all of this up here and extend the road there, right there, up to there, and then have it go that way, and have nothing over here. Clearing it is probably going to be too expensive right now, and, like, not really worth it. But I think, because I do think we can separate off this branch of this intersection relatively easily. The taxation is going to be a need to move, but this is going to be the easiest one to separate off. So we'll have road here, and then going straight along up to here, connect here, and then we can still have the bandstand there. That might be a little too far. Like, from here over to here, that might be a little too far. Maybe. maybe not. I'm not entirely sure, but it would end up being with buffer of temples here and then housing right in this elbow, basically. So this is probably gonna have to go. I'm not gonna rebuild that. That's just gonna have to burn down. I'm tempted to put the road in here now, because we can get rid of this stretch here, have a little bit there to connect, or not even, just get rid of these bits here, put road like that, because this area down here is still going to need access. So this road here will still need to be here, but from this roadblock all the way down to here, this down to this can all be removed. And that will make it to where this intersection here can be roadblocked there perfectly safely. There's no problem with that. It is slightly frustrating that we're going to end up with work camps farther away from the farms because this is here. I think the granaries shouldn't be here, actually. But we can't easily move them right now. Well, whatever happens, it's gonna have to happen later, as things are currently. I think we're overall in the positive. Let's see. Well, maybe not so much. But this one is also including this. So if we take out the 526 and just receive income, yeah, we're slightly in the positive. I might, you know what? Might just go ahead and do that. You know, this always bothered me. The fact that the water carrier
I like living here, but if I were
has
town,
water
I'd do some things differently.
in the same way that the fireman does. Why can't he just... I would be fine if he was just less efficient or something, and can't do the, you know, lowering a fire risk. But surely he should be able to fight fires. Yes, plenty of people out of work. That is an issue. And you know what? At some point that's going to be employed, and when it does, the pottery is going to immediately get over there, and then these houses are going to upgrade, and that's just going to be a problem. Oh well, more of a problem. Unemployment is just going up and up. Why? Nobody has arrived. Nobody has arrived in quite a while now. I mean, I know that burnt down, but, like, come on now. Let me see here. People are indifferent. That's great. That'll be 44. Don't like that. Oh, it's all just too expensive.
I do my best to give the people what they want.
This city isn't too bad.
More jobs. That does seem to be a pretty serious issue at the moment. Prediction for an excellent inundation. That's helpful. I'm not sure why this one got people before these two. Or at least this one. That's a little, odd. Yeah. I think we're gonna have to do this, unfortunately. Sorry guys, but that's not working right now. Not in the current plan for this area. It's not good. I do think eventually these granaries are just going to have to move. But that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Plain and simple. I do think, however, that the road here, if scooting the road over let me see. Is that worth doing now? I'm gonna say no, specifically because these two are still struggling with lack of employment for some reason. Bast is pleased that your city honors her. She has thrown a festival so that all the gods will notice your piety. Notice your piety. Is that... Oh. Oh, that's cool. Festival that we don't have to pay for. I'll take it. Maybe we just need to chill for a second. Well, if nothing else, the problem with the granaries is not even just that they're in a bad spot. This many ain't gonna cut it. Oh, right. Honestly, I think that would have been bad, more than good, because of that unemployment. I suppose something we could do, since we're planning to separate these anyway, it'll mean that they... Well... Thing is, I don't know which one of these three to keep connected to these housing. These two would be easiest to set up housing of their own, I think, because this gets a little cramped down here if we went off in this direction. Well, I suppose it's not that bad, is it? We went like that, and then had housing down there, and then had a dead end up there. Problem with this segment in particular is that it doesn't have any of this sort of stuff, whereas these two do, which means these two would be safer to separate, I guess. Well, we are in the positive at the very least. It's not super duper positive. I feel like we just kind of keep creeping up on the tax rate until people start getting, you know, upset about it.
This city isn't too bad.
More jobs. Okay, can we solve this relatively easily? Is there anything we can just plop down? Oh, potentially. Something like this. If we do the road... Problem is these are already struggling to get people as it is because of the funkiness with the road here and then the intersection here, because they have to get all the way over here, turn this way, and then get all the way over here and turn this way. And these two are just not doing that. There is actually road here. Is there anything stopping us from putting a temple, like, here? Would that be terribly terrible? Oh, that'd be a nice place for it, but I don't like that. We just kind of scooted into the corner there. The interesting thing about doing something like this, right? It would mean we would have to pull a road off of one of these. We could pull a road off of both, and I think they just decide which side to go to. So once we have the road over here, and then housing over here, and then the bandstand, we could connect it into both. Let's try that. That sounds not absolutely horrific. It's a little bit of an expense, but we can guarantee that he'll come out this way, and then just needs to come this way, and that'll be good. Yeah. Oh, that's not the actual structure. Cool. That'll help at least a little bit. 17%. Not the worst thing. I suppose you could argue we could do that for all four corners here. But yeah, there it is. Tax is too high. Hello? Let's bring it back down again. Don't want to leave it too high for too long. Is there anything else we can put down that is relatively cheap? Yes, there is. The problem is, for any of these things to help unemployment, they need to actually be employed. And, we seem to be struggling for that sort of thing. But it occurs to me, if we're going to break these off, it will mean that each one of these directions is going to need the basic municipals like this. there a space over? Oh no, that's taken. No, don't do that. But yeah, if we do this... And this... And... do we bother with the police station? I don't want to spend too much money. These are relatively cheap, but like... Why is the unemployment going up? Well, it's because these two keep losing people for some reason. I don't believe you. See, look. These guys keep going this way. This in particular is really throwing things off. If this wasn't the only granary that was being employed, I would say let's tell them to stop accepting stuff. But it's not. Like, if these two had full employment, I think it'd be fine, but they don't. And it's really annoying. I really didn't anticipate this being quite so much of a problem, but it really is. I don't suppose there's any quick and easy fix for that, is there? Like, we can't just... I suppose we could just remove the road and leave this one fallow. That might not be the worst thing in the world. People are upset because there aren't enough jobs. Look, there actually are enough jobs, I'm pretty sure. It's just, oh wonderful, this one has no... Why? I don't understand what the conditions are where a place will go from full employment, doing just fine, to no employment. What is this? Why? I don't understand it. You know what? There is a quick and easy solution to this. Well, potentially. We just need... Oh, great.
I can't find a job yet. I will look elsewhere.
Great. Wonderful. See, this is just straight up the randomization of this intersection. That's the problem. No good. More people leaving. That's fantastic. It really should not be this high. This is not good. Can this accept chickpeas? It can, but it doesn't actually matter because no one works here. Because reasons. Ta is pleased by your attention and so ensures that shipwrights, weavers, and jewelers throughout your city are fully stocked with raw materials. That's wonderful. I'm sure. Under other circumstances, I'm sure that'd be just fantastic. Oh, and now it's down to 13%. That's the juggler. Or access to workers. I don't believe you. They are literally right there. I think we might have to just splurge and rely on the bailout money. in order to fix this. 'Cause this ain't working. Nobody's going to move into that. Like, the reason... See, the reason this works, or would work if people were to move in here, that's... There's no...
There is no better place upon this earth.
Well, that's good to know. Yeah, the reason this would work is because, the way I understand it at least, once the
I'm the most popular person in the
employer
A lot of people need jobs.
passes a house, it doesn't actually matter where that house is or who is living there, how many people. The building that he's attached to, that he left from, gets access to the entire population of the city. So, something you can do, from what I understand, is have your infrastructure be in a location that isn't necessarily connected to the housing, and just have, or at least the really nice housing, and just have the occasional single hut in places near the infrastructure. I don't particularly find that to be it's not the sort of thing that I would want to do if given the choice, because it feels very video gamey, very cheesy. I would rather the infrastructure be connected to the main housing and not have this sort of thing, you know, bypassing the game mechanics, basically. Or not really bypassing, but taking advantage of the game mechanics in a way that is not very, I don't know, in-universe sensible, I guess you could say. So I don't really want to do this. But if we're kind of, like, not gonna be able to do this regardless, then at least as a temporary solution, I'm okay with it, because it would have to be a temporary solution if we're going to make this work. That's not good. Where do you find information on, like, more detailed information on... There it is. Really? High taxes. Okay, well... Yeah, I feel like it was 10% unemployment, down from, what was it, 22? And we have changed, like, basically nothing. That's great. I just lost my train of thought. Oh, I think the, unhappiness with the, tax rate, it was high employment and higher tax rate that were kind of combining together to make people not like us. Whereas the tax rate just on its own would have been fine if the employment was down, or unemployment. Come on, get people over here. I just had a thought about another reason why an intersection like this could be really detrimental. It's an obvious thing, but if they're headed this way and they turn off and they go back, they won't necessarily continue on the same direction they were going. They might well just go back, which is not good. So even if it's just a tiny little intersection like this, it'll potentially throw things off considerably. That does make the position of this bazaar potentially not great. Osiris rewards those who pay him worship. The next inundation will be significantly better than we were expecting. That's wonderful. That's also not necessarily what we want. Or need. I think benevolent is quite good, but congenial and approving, I don't know which is better. I think we're gonna have to hold something a little cheaper. I guess we'll go with, well, it's been 22 months since Bast, so we'll go with Bast. %, unemployment. And throughout all of this, I don't know if you've been paying close attention to these four in particular, but these two keep running out of access to workers for some reason, and then regaining it, and then losing it again. Throughout everything, this, as far as I can tell, has not once had people work there at all. Which is interesting and also kind of frustrating. You know what? I'm going to do that. The road here will make sure that this doesn't lose, or whatever it is, won't disintegrate, I guess, because of lack of road access. Not going to get workers, but we have plenty of food, so that I'm not too bothered by that. But it's going to get rid of that intersection, which is just throwing things off. More people leaving. Wonderful. Why you?
Taxes are too high here. I'm surprised I wasn't taxed for leaving.
For real? Okay, well, I mean... we should be able to afford that, I think. For a little while. Well, Osiris did bless the inundation, so I would hope so. Yeah, this is not great. It is lowering the unemployment though, so that's nice. Of course, as soon as sentiment increases, that'll just cycle back around to being a problem. Oh, more raw materials. I appreciate it, but we don't need any of that. But the taxes are not high, stop that. 8%. 8% taxes. The tax rate is 9 by default. And we already are, like, struggling. We're just going to have to do the thing, aren't we? I think so. I don't have any better ideas. We're just gonna have to spend money. Okay. Yeah. So, how do we do this? The idea is pretty simple. Separate these into their own single, unbroken lines of road without intersections. Split the intersection. How do we do this? I think this one probably going to have to remain connected, at least for now. This one is going to be the easiest to break off, like I said earlier. The tax collection is going to have to move. Or, well, not move. He can stay there, but we're going to need another one to service these guys if we break this off. But I think this one is going to be the most sensible. We will plan for a temple here-ish. I'm going to just... Let's see here. I'm going to just kind of... Yeah, I'm gonna just do this. Okay, here we go. Might regret this, probably will regret this, but this is gonna have to happen. We do that, we do that. Oh, you keep following the non-existent road, that's odd. So, well, that's convenient, right to the end of that road. Oh, speaking of road, roadblock. Roadblock there. Roadblock there. I'm going to remove this one just because I'm kind of afraid that will burn down at some point. I don't know that necessarily be a problem, but yeah, I'm gonna do that. So, I'm going to... Housing there. Just... No. Because the temple's there, up to there, and then the water supply. And then the housing there. Well, that's not too bad. It would basically be these four, and these four, and these four? I think so. I think that leaves room for the bandstand, because it's 1, 2. Yeah, that works. That works. And then... let me see. Putting the housing down now is not going to... nobody's gonna come. I'm really tempted to just delete this and move it. But having done that, I don't think it's worth it at the moment. Okay, we need, what do we need? These are in an inconvenient spot because they're going to even if we put the roadblock there, they're gonna be, well, they're gonna split, aren't they? Let me see. I'm going to scoot this road out a little bit because let's go back to here. Yeah, these what is it? Physician and apothecary. The apothecary is only going to be on this side, but the physician is potentially going to be on both, which is maybe not necessarily a problem because we might be able to put 2 roadblocks there. I'm not too worried about the temple going both ways because we've got another one over here and we're going to put more elsewhere. So that should be fine. But these guys are going to need this apothecary. Ooh, hi. I didn't know that was interesting. Yeah, so if we put one down here, should go that way. I hope. So we'll do that. I'm gonna just put that there. Yes, I'm aware of that. People don't want to come. Oh, we are in debt, and it's. Oh, do we not get bailout money on this one? That's. Well, as long as this works, it shouldn't be a problem. I hope. Okay. We're gonna put this and this. So you're gonna be for these guys, which means these guys are gonna need a physician. How about right there? Oh, but there's just, well, I might just, yep. Oh, no, we did get bailout money. Cool. Physician. And I'm sorry I'm pausing so much. I know it's probably not the best viewing experience, but I'm trying to make sure that I don't forget anything here, because I think this could be the thing we need to fix this and turn this whole thing around, or it could just fall over and be a complete disaster. And it might shock people, but I am actually trying to avoid disaster. Just you know, FYI. Water. We will need a bazaar. How? Where? We might just have to... We might just have to accept that this side over here is not going to be as nice to be in as this side. Basically. Oh, that's less convenient. Sure, why not? I suppose with that amount of space there, we can put a temple. That fits comfortably. And we can put roadblocks there. I'm pretty sure the roadblock should prevent them from coming out of the building in that location, so they should only... I mean, I don't see why not. I don't see why it wouldn't work that way. So surely those should prevent them from wanting to go to spawn over here. We start seeing somebody wandering out here, the physician, then we will put one there, a roadblock, because they might come out on the diagonal. I don't think they do, but I'm reasonably certain this should work to contain him to this line. But as you can see, this is what we want. Dead end here. I realize there's this, but that's because of the bandstand. It's kind of unavoidable. I'm more and more thinking that maybe the roadblock should be here and the bandstand should be over, but there is this. So I don't know. I guess. No. I guess this doesn't... It can burn down if something next to it burns down, but it doesn't necessarily have a risk in and of itself, I suppose is what this means. So maybe actually that would be fine, because I'm pretty sure the firemen being, like, a block away would still service that. I don't know, that might be worth experimenting with. But we just need a few people to come and say hi. I'm tempted to just lower the tax rate just enough. Come on now, people, come back to the city. We've got I don't know. We've got something probably that somebody might want or something. You know what? Let's go ahead and build that. Does this not have... Oh, it sure doesn't. Cool. We just need people to come in here. And this will start working. Come on. Well, we have a whole bunch of money. Can we just set these up immediately? Which one of these should be servicing these houses? I kinda want this one too, because I want to split this one off, because it'd be nice to have like housing over here. It would be like right next to it, more or less. So we could go this way and kinda go this way a little. I think that'd be nicer than trying to do the housing down here. If that makes sense. So if we do double roadblock there. Well, that bazaar should service this. And this bazaar should go this way. I think. And as long as there's still everything else they need, I guess police. And what? I think that's it. We would just need police down here. Which is for here. So yeah, let's try that. Boom boom. And then again, I'm probably pausing way more than is necessary. Actually, yeah, just let it play. We're figuring this out. It's fine. That's going to be if we do the road here. That gives a space of 2 and then gardens, potentially. And then the same on the other side. Does that seem... People are indifferent. That's an improvement over earlier. We would still need physician, apothecary over here, which could be here on the corner. I really feel like I'm forgetting something in all of this. Like, I guess there's taxes. Put the taxes on the corner. Water supply there. Yeah, I feel like that should work. So we just go like this. Let's not go too far. Because I do still want another temple on that corner, because I think that'd look cool. Oh yes, we have immigrants, finally. Somebody, take up residence here. Seriously, though. What was I doing? Yes, water supply here. Tax collector here. Apothecary, physician. Let's do the physician first. Here. And then apothecary. Here. And that's still one space away. We could... Ah. There's a problem we haven't had in a little while. People are immigrating. Oh. You know what occurs to me? All of this work is kind of useless if there aren't actually houses for the people to service. Yet, you know, just kind of... kind of sort of forgot that a little bit. Just need a few. Just need a few. People are very pleased. That's what we want to see. As long as we can get into the net positive for money and start making this stuff work. I do think these granaries are gonna need to be elsewhere. Or maybe not like elsewhere, but we're gonna need more of them probably. We have people. Ooh. Do we do the thing now? That might blow up unemployment quick. People are still immigrating. Let's give it a little. Just a little. Oh, we need taxes down here, don't we? I suppose it doesn't matter too much where we put that. As long as it's on the here. Oh, Bast. Because this city is so faithful and dedicated, Bast blesses its houses and bazaars with a bounty of food and goods. Oh, fantastic. That's good. That's what we want. You know what? We're gonna go for it. What is it? It's clay. And yes, that's good. And pottery. Yes. Oh, it saves the... It saves what you had. That is... a tiny little feature that I absolutely love. That is fantastic. Thank you so much for doing that. I like that a lot. That is incredibly helpful. Okay. We've got pottery on the move. We've got clay on the move. We've got people immigrating, houses upgrading. I don't know why these don't have. Oh, right. Because we don't have people yet. As soon as we get enough people, I am tempted to throw down more houses, but maybe not because the pottery is right there and it's gonna build granaries. We don't have granaries space. Gonna have to be here, isn't it? Ooh, now that I think about it, that is kind of a bit of a problem with this. This has no room for expansion, does it? Come to think of it, neither does this one, because we've basically got a loop going here for both of these. That's... Well, I mean... It's a problem. It's a problem, but I don't know that there's much of a solution to that problem. Honestly, not right now. Do we need another grant? Yeah, we might as well. Sure. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm going to... Oh, upgraded houses. Oh man. What do you need? Beer. Right, we still have to do beer because we have to upgrade to a spacious apartment. Oh boy. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We can do that. We can do that probably. Maybe. We still don't have enough workers. The upgrades are great and all, but that still needs the immigrants still need to actually arrive. That's just extra space is what that is. Gonna do that. So we probably actually have enough workers, at least enough room for enough workers, but we need to let them actually arrive, and then stuff will start picking up. Should be fine. I think it'll be fine. No. Yoink. Got swallowed up. I'm thinking the amount of farms we have is perfectly adequate. It's the... I just lost my train of thought. Oh. Barley. We can probably start doing barley. Maybe. It's looking like things are doing good. I'm gonna order another. Everybody's approving. I guess we go Ta next. Sure. Kind of want to put another temple there immediately, just because. Well, Bast doesn't have another one, and frankly, I'm just slightly. I want to do that because I'm going to forget if I don't. Basically, that's the entirety of my thought process there. I want one. I left space there for one, and if I don't put it there now, I'm gonna put something else there and be irritated later. Okay. That's a concern. Where's the firehouse here? The firehouse here's here. Is he not going all the way back and forth? Or is that... we did just place these. Come on. People love you. Yeah, we're going back around to the plus. Good. And that's less good. And he's going that way. Well, you know, on account of the fact that we're likely to have more infrastructure stuff back here anyway, let's just go ahead and do that. I think that'll be worth it. Still don't have enough people quite, but people are still arriving. These ones are upgrading, and we have room for more. Let's go ahead and just that. I'm gonna go ahead and put the bandstand down now. Hello? Yep. Saw that coming. Yes, I'm aware. People are arriving. People are literally arriving as we speak. What was this? Tax collector. Okay, that's not as big a deal, I suppose. Why did I just see a tax collector? Did I imagine that?
There are so many places in poor condition, I can barely keep up.
Really? Um... Okay. I'm not sure what that's about. Taxes. Perfect inundation. Cool. I assume. Okay, so if we're going to do barley, we're going to need... See, the whole not being able... Oh, there it is. Oh, goodness gracious. Whoa. I think we have enough pottery now. That's cool. That's... Holy cow. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Barley, yes. No. After barley. Right, yes, okay. So the problem with these being kind of constrained on both ends, right, is that there's not really any easy way to expand. And that is an issue. I shouldn't have done this like this. I was trying to save space, and in doing so, have made things worse. However, this one in particular, what we could potentially do is just kind of do a little loop-de-loop over here, and then put infrastructure stuff here. That should work. Yeah, actually that should be fine. I've been kind of thinking of it as housing on one end, infrastructure on the other, but as long as there's enough room between the housing and the infrastructure, it shouldn't be... We should be able to have infrastructure down over here. I think that should be fine. But this one in particular, this like segment here, not great. Not great at all. Because there is no room to maneuver. There's a bit of space there for stuff, but that's the little dinky stuff that we don't need over there. I suppose... Hang on. What if we were to just move these over here? That wouldn't be too expensive. And then we'd have a bit of space here for... something. That would actually be enough space for another granary. Right there. But we don't want to do that because we do want to move this because this is not being used. So let's see here. See, my concern here, I'm totally just sitting here staring at this and not talking about what I'm thinking here. This is the only spot for barley. Work camps need to be at least somewhat close, otherwise we're not going to get nearly as much out of this as we could. Already, these ones are not producing as much as they could be. And considering how far away this is from up here, we might not get hardly anything out of them. However, again, because of the situation here, it's not going to be easy to get a work camp closer. Because this, we're trying really super hard to keep the intersections to, like, not none at all, except roadblocked ones. So there's not really an easy way to put another work camp. I would like one right there, actually. I suppose there's an argument to be made for moving these over to here, moving this over to here, and then building one of these over here. Is that something we could do? I suppose that's something we could do. I mean, that's not super duper close, but it is definitely closer than this. What would be closer even than that? The only way to get it closer would be to build it over here. And we're specifically avoiding that. Especially because of the whole thing with housing needing access to these three so that things don't go wrong, like happened up here earlier. But I suppose that's probably the best we're gonna get, at least for now. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that and that. Going to pop this up here. Architect. Police. Is that enough space? Yes, that's enough space. I didn't misjudge it. Not quite, not yet. Give me time, I'm sure I'll mess something up. Position over here. That still gives room for this to be moved at some point. Though at this point, I just... there will probably be so many other things that need doing before that it might not end up getting done regardless, so... yeah, I don't know. I'm tempted to put a roadblock there. You know what? I'm not just tempted. I'm thinking this is a good spot to experiment to find out if there's a roadblock there, and the fireman can only get there, does he still service this? I don't know. Let's find out. If it burns down, I'd say that's a pretty good indication. What do you all need? Entertainment. Oh, right. Of course. Obviously. What do you need? Food? Is the bazaar not... the bazaar later is way down here. And you... water. That should sort itself out eventually. There's the water carrier. And you should still be... yeah. Okay, he can still service that, which is great. Entertainment. You know what? Let's do this. I'm gonna put this here. And I'm going to... nope. Put one of these. We already have an awful lot of these. I suppose not that many more than the others. I'm gonna do that. And then... hang on a second. Okay, I think this is what we do. We do this, then we do this. And we do this here. And then infrastructure over here. It's an intersection, technically. But I don't think it's too bad. And we can pull this off. Let's just do a little bit to start with. Because we're gonna need... Let's see here. We're already a little bit late to doing this. I did click the right one, right? Barley. Okay, gonna start with just that many. Is it just brewery next? Oh, it is actually. We do need one of these. Sure, why not? Nope. We could do it down here, but I kind of want to do it up here. Get some stuff going over here and have a reason to have this area. And yeah, this is an intersection, but we can fix that actually. But I'm hoping it's not going to affect things too terribly. I suppose we'll find out, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be too bad. I'm going to go ahead and put gardens behind there, because it looks nice. Oh, I forgot they do that. Yes. Even nicer. And some more shrines, because shrines are cool. Let's do one more of each. Alright, well. I'd say that's a pretty good... let's call it a cautious recovery. I'm not sure we're quite out of the woods yet. We still, technically, haven't actually accomplished anything that is an actual mission in this mission, an objective. So, yeah, we're, you know, not doing superb. Oh, I just remembered something. We're going to have to do education at some point, which means... Oh... That's going to be interesting. Trying to fit that into this mess. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. I'm not sure how we're gonna figure that out. I have no idea how big the education structures are, so... It might be super easy, and it might not be easy at all, so I guess we're just gonna have to find out. Why are you way over here?
I'd rather live here than anywhere else.
Considering where you are, I'm not sure I believe you. I'm going to be honest. Okay, well, whatever. But yeah, I think that's probably a good place to leave it for this episode. Next episode, we've got barley going. Oh man, we've got barley going. It's got like 2 months. June, July, August. I think they harvest at the end of August. We should get a bit. So that'll be good. Oh, we're gonna need a place to put it, aren't we? Right. Yes. So... yeah. Next episode will be beer. And I don't remember. Does that do spacious apartments? What is spacious homestead? I think beer makes spacious apartments. So we might next episode be moving on to the next stage. So that should be interesting. But yeah, with that, I will say thank you for watching. Take care. And we just reached 1,000 population. Cool. And farewell. And this tax collector is still just wandering off through the desert. Okay. Sure. I guess.